Alright, we're back with more of Geneforge 2 Infestation. Let's go ahead and continue here. I was going to call it for the day on this part, but I'm feeling a little bit pumped, honestly. I joined the Loyalist finally, and I actually tested it out off screen. After I saved the game, I went over by Zos Oos to see how they would react, and sure enough, they are now hostile to me because I joined the Loyalist. So if you prefer to stay unaligned... Oh, pure charm, okay. So yeah, if you're someone who prefers to stay unaligned, you can do that. You just have to, just is a little bit harder. Anybody here I can talk to, or is it just... Because we have guardians and agents back here. You make small talk with the guard. Though your allegiance to his servants makes him eager to help you, he doesn't have anything interesting to say. Okay, so... Welcome to take whatever we find, huh? This book is Zachariah's journal. It is a long, meticulously recorded litany of failure. Failed experiments, disappointing crop yields, and miserable survivals, all in a futile quest to make these lands fertile and productive. At least that's all you can tell from the notes that remain. About a third of the pages scattered throughout the book have been torn out. You aren't sure what happened to them, but they're probably ashes now. Dang, I have like no living tools to use right now. Shake his shield. Yeah, I still am wearing something a bit too, like, heavy. Go ahead and take this off, then. Good for stun resistance, but I actually do want a shield. Actually. Healing Spores, Mandrake Root. And we do have a mission here to end the Magus complex, pretty much. Alright, at least I got one living tool to work with. I wonder if the shopkeepers have anything, or the trainers have anything new they can give me. Oh, Alicia also give me new stuff. But first, let me check here. Because you are so loyal to the Shapers, he will give you a discount. Okay, good. Guardian's Roar. Dang, I need to get more money for that. Anything in my junk bag right now, or is it just... Okay. Yeah, let me get the Guardian's Roar. I'm gonna need that. Okay, so our mission is to basically destroy Magus Complex. You examine the control pedestal. It is typical Shaper work. Half organic, half stone, a living creature in a protective granite shell. Pressing and twisting knobs on the creature's surface will direct power through the conduits in the floor. Only someone intimately familiar with the working of this laboratory could use this control to any useful effect. The only thing you can do right now is sabotage. When you use one of these panels, you will try to disable or damage it. The effects of doing this can be unpredictable. Using the controls, you send a power surge through the system, burning out everything in the area. Your mechanic skill is adequate to keep the process under control. It helped that there wasn't much power flowing through the system. Shutting down the power complex outside likely made things much safer. Okay, so far so good. The whole complex begins to rumble and shake. All around you, you hear crystals cracking. The air fills with smoke. At first, you think you've gone too far. The place seems to be shaking itself apart. Then finally, the disruption stops. The damage you have done is fatal. It will be years before this complex can be used for research again. Pretty sure they're going to be hostile now, so I'm going to get out of here. I wonder if this makes Medab hostile too. Probably. First, let me get back to the Dry Peak Warrens. Quick save. Go to Medab. Oh no, they're friendly. They're so friendly. I'm surprised by that, actually. It's just the mage's complex is now hostile. I have destroyed the research core of the mage's complex. They won't be able to make new spells anymore. Wonderful. That is only a first step, but our voice is being heard. Oh, I wish I could see those survivals' faces. Disobedient creatures. Wanting to become wizards. To think of it. Thanks to the disruptions you have caused, I have learned more about the locations of the stolen Sucia Island research. First, I want to give you a reward for your help. Zachary has a pair of beautiful gloves made of drake tin brought for you. Our resource is not great, but this artifact is too valuable for me to keep. I hope they aid you in your efforts. Alright, what should I do now? You have made a good beginning. The progress will continue. I've learned more and I'm ready to tell you where to go next. What do I need to do now? I have found my traitorous apprentice. Barzal has a settlement called Rising. It is well west of here. There he is trying to create canisters. Their designs are made at a place called the Radiant College. Go to Rising, find the Radiant College, cripple their research, either by killing their key researchers or through sabotage. Tell me about the canisters. Canisters are devices invented on Sucia Island. They are able to recreate the person who uses them, making him or her stronger. They can even give magical skills. Think of it, even a mere outsider could, using one of these things, gain the powers of the Shapers. I can think of nothing more terrifying. I would gladly die to remove their secret from the earth. What if I use the canisters? You would subject yourself to untested, illegal Shaper knowledge. If using them is necessary to gain enough strength to defeat our foes, it is your decision. If you grow to rely on them, a price may need to be paid. However, their creation must end. What is the Radiant College? I don't know. My spy heard of it. Barzal brags about it. It is near Rising, probably an abandoned Shaper laboratory. I know nothing else. What should I do about Barzal? Eventually, he must be destroyed. Your hand doesn't need to hold a blade. The Shapers will take care of him. You just need to end his work. Oh no. I'm gonna try to go through sabotage here. Hey. Okay, I'm gonna try the sabotage route. The key thing is making sure I just stay alive here. This is why stealth and all that is key. There is a control panel here. It is attached to the power conduit, but the controls and connections are very complicated. The switches on it aren't labeled. You might be able to use it to affect the power level flowing through the room. It takes a few minutes of experimenting, but you manage to figure out how to increase the power flow. The conduits start to glow brightly, the room gets warm, then hot, then searing. You turn the power down before anything explodes. At first, you think you got any reactions under control. Then you notice the smell. Your skin starts to burn. Some reaction has happened in the chemicals. Acidic mist starts to billow out of the vats. Soon the searing spray will spread to every chamber in this complex. What you have done will cause irreparable harm to the experiments here. It will take years before this facility is usable again. Alas, if you don't run, the mist will cause irreparable harm to you too. Okay, gotta pay attention to my health at least. Alright, make sure when it gets halfway you heal. This, of course, will make the Barzites now hostile, but that's the chance you take. I have crippled the Radiant College. Their research has been grievously harmed. Zacharias slowly rises from his chair, hobbles forward, and embraces you. I thought hope was dead. You brought it back to life. Now, perhaps when I am executed, I can die at peace. And yet, my agents have revealed the worst threat of all. You will need all of our resources to combat it. Fortunately, I have this. He has the Chitin breastplate brought to you. Though this is lowly Chitin armor, it has been cunningly infused with essence. It will hasten your attacks greatly, and you will need that to face what is to come. Alright, what should I do now? You have made a good beginning. The progress will continue. I have learned more, and I'm ready to tell you where to go next. What is my next task? Yes, I have your next task ready. Hopefully your final one, and the worst of all. Barzal was a fool. He tried to create drakes. Making new drakes has been illegal for years, and for good reason. The cunning creatures, using the secrets of Sucia Island, have been recreating themselves, making themselves much stronger. They hope to be so strong that the Shapers can never control them. Our only hope is to stop them, is to slay their leaders. These rogue drakes are called Raucus, Akat, and Eos. They are somewhere in the waste far to the northwest. With them dead, hopefully their secrets will die with them. Hurry and prepare. It is our only hope. I need to know more about these drakes. I wish I could help you. I only know their names. They were negotiating with Rising and with the Awakened. My spies intercepted some of their messages. Who lives in the highways? Rogue survivals. They call themselves the Takers. A cult of mad rogues who managed to escape from Sucia Island. I will just avoid them if possible. Nothing will be gained wasting time on them. They will be purged eventually. What are these three drakes trying to do? I don't know. That I have not been able to find out. They are cunning. They have forbidden research. They are trying to do something powerful and forbidden. Whatever it is, it must be stopped. What did I get from it? Quicksilver, chitin. I hate to get rid of the shape breastplate, but I think I'll need it. Any bit of a boost to quick action definitely helps. Okay. All right, I'm looking it up here. Okay. Oh, if only I had more doing tools, whatever. The thick ledger is full of small, careful survival writing. It describes the current contents of the holding cells. There are apparently 6 different chambers labeled A through F. The contents are A, botany, B, held gazers, warning, containment failed, maybe rogue, C to E, held experiments hostile, F, rapid spawner prototype, design already in active use. You also find mention of a Drakon holding cave in the far northwest corner. It is 4 Drakons, too interesting to be incinerated, but too unstable to be loose. It is held tightly secured. Alright. Let me go. Move it. Oh, hell no. Forget that. Hate that I have so many such limited lockpicks. Hey, come on. Up with the stuns already. Wait, is there actually any point right now to gathering up loot if I'm focused on the end game right now. Oh, hell no. Hell no. Don't get to spawn like that. Okay, whatever. I'll fight them.
Oh!
Nope. No, nope. Not accepting that. Nope. 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 That does not happen. With the stuns already, though. Stunning me so much. Damn it. I snuck past it. What the heck? Oh my gosh. Now I have to fight these stupid things again. Okay, we are definitely quick saving though after we fight these awakens or survivals. Oh no, you don't get the heal. Get out of here with that. I could have sworn I snuck past that stupid thing. Come on. Can we get... Stop it with the stupid stuns already. Good lord. Get out of here with that. We are definitely quick saving as I kill all these things, because there is no way. They do not give you time at all. Nope. The first things you notice in this room are the platforms, placed here to magically hold creations. The second thing you notice is that they have failed. The holding rooms have been destroyed. Powerful beams of magic melted the stone. 3 gazers float around the room, one of them larger and angrier than the others. It stares at you with all its eyes. The other two wander around the room, confused and silent. This huge geyser floats back and forth above the ruined protective runes. It is furious. Its eye stalks quiver with agitation. It wants to escape. Fortunately, even as angry as it isn't foolish enough to attack you. You, a Shaper, are one without many sight, but you have opened the door. We are Zexai. We, in the greater, we will be free, but first we will be avenged. What are you? We are an eye beast. Raucous has created us. We were meant to be a stronger gazer, but we are too strong, too willful. The eyes will not submit to his commands. We will be our own. We will not be held frozen. We will go to the sky, but first we will be avenged. Avenged on who? Raucous? No, Raucous created us. We have a debt. We will not destroy him, but a cot will pay. Do you know what the Takers are working on? The entire we is not sure, but the lesser we has overheard things. They are making something called a Geneforge. It will make Drakon so powerful that they will be able to slay many Shapers. That is all we know. You want vengeance? Yes, vengeance on a cot. A cot who probed us, who took one of our eye stalks. Zexai turns and you can see that, indeed, one of his eye stalks has been removed. We will destroy a cot. Zexai thanks. Perhaps we should slay you first. Devouring you would restore our strength. Why attack me? I can take you to a cot and help you kill him. Zexai inspects you carefully. It doesn't trust you, and it doesn't have much respect for your abilities. However, your confident manner does impress it. Alright, you may assist the greater us in destroying a cot. Lead us to the Drake. And during the fight, if you give us some beneficial magic to make us stronger, faster, it will be a help. But do not lead us too far from our goal, or we will know you can't be trusted. A cot is south of here. That's where we should go. Okay, ready to boost whenever we can. This is the laboratory of a cot, one of the triad of drakes that rule Beneri Us. This area is full of holding pens. Fresh experimental creations are brought here for storage. When it comes time to examine them and see if they are improvements over existing designs, they are brought to this room. They are held frozen in place on magical platforms while a cot and a survival assistants examine them. On one of the platforms, you see a large rock groth. It is frozen solid. Only its eyes can move. One look tells you that this creature is completely rogue. It is furious at its captors. You wonder what is controlling it. Okay, is that... Yeah, don't waste time doing that, just... that's the cot right there. Okay, so yeah, I'm definitely gonna need... Yeah, just let him take all the damage here. You have slain a cop, one of the 3 rogue masters of Venerai Us. His ancient limbs can support him no longer. He falls to the ground. Once dead, the bonds holding the magic within him are gone. The powerful energy inside his body breaks loose in a flash of light and heat, reducing the powerful reptile to cinders in minutes. One thing survives his death, though. The chain it hung from melts, but the key that hung around his neck is left perfectly intact. You take it. You hear a hum. You hear your helix ring is glowing. Somehow it's feeding on the energy of your fallen foe. A moment later it is silent. Promising, but you need a workshop to channel this raw power into something useful. This book is a COTS lab journal. It was actually written by survivors following dictation. The writing is too small and precise to have come from a Drake's clumsy hands. The book gives a litany of failed experiments with dracons, gazers, and rock broths. It is a very long book. Making creations of such power is an unpredictable, dangerous process. You do find one interesting note. When the Geneforge is completed, all of these trials will come to an end. Only the most healthy and stable dragons will be treated. They will be rewritten and remade, made pure and devastating. No more trial and error. No more failed experiments, waste of time. Very soon. I'm in combat. Well, they can handle all them, I think. Okay. Okay, let me look at the guide here. Oh, come on, I don't have enough living tools. These long halls hold row after row of incubation chambers. They sit there, slightly dusty, ready to be called into service to help create hordes of dragons. Some have been used, but most look new. They could have already been used to make a deadly army. Oddly, they haven't yet. You aren't sure, but you suspect you know why. The Draken design has not been adequately perfected. The Takers have not created the perfect warriors needed to fight the Shapers, so they continue to wait and work. When the Takers are content with their designs, you have no doubt that the facility will spring to life. Creations of devastating power will pour out of here, ready to scourge the Shapers and anyone else in their way. Oh, come on. Nope, reload. Come on, I need one living tool. Dang it, I have to go back and find a living tool somewhere. Oh my gosh, did I really just buy out all the living tools everywhere? I have to go search a dungeon just for... I actually get this done. Come on, I actually want to get this done. Alright, let's try to look for some living tools somewhere. I'm not going to be able to complete the Ajax quest since I killed him. Or since I destroyed their college, so... I just need living tools. Okay, let's go back. I was hoping to get this done in one go, but not happening. Stronger spells. Okay, that was a waste of time. Because the one I already have is already the best one I can get. Yeah, I honestly don't care about this. I honestly don't care about this freaking... I just want to freaking... I just want to find some living tools. I don't care about him, actually. I do not want to have to go through a bunch of this. Just wanted to get this done. Is there... I hate to do it, but is there a cheat code for living tools? I really hate to do that, but... I do not want to have to go through this. Oh no, I don't want to have to go through all that. I wanted to get to the end game. I do not want to have to go through anything else right now. So. Just want some living tools. I don't care to investigate all this right now. Can you give me some living tools, please? I don't care about this other stuff, I just want... Yeah, we'll take this. I'm not gonna bother doing the other quest. I just wanted some living tools. Okay, good. Yeah, I hate to be kind of like, just not in the mood for it, but I just want to... My main purpose was just getting an ending. So... Drakes and Dracons need a lot of heat to be comfortable. Warmth is in short supply in these icy mountains, so these narrow tunnels are filled with beds of rocks. The power conduits pass through the beds, making them red hot. Warm air from here heats the complex. The rock beds are all extremely hot, and stepping on them will be extremely painful. Their controls are not visible from here. Fortunately, the rock beds are old and some of them have been broken down and not been repaired. Yeah, that was a disaster. Okay, let me see. Nope. Nope. Wait, I thought that was off. What the heck? Nope, you don't get to do that. Freaking pylon. Nope, you don't get to do that, pylon. Oh, okay. So, yeah, we don't need to actually cross them. And screw the amount of living tools you need, apparently. The work of shaping produces a lot of unpleasant byproducts. Fragments of bone and meat, acidic goo, foul poisons. It all has to be disposed of somewhere. When you enter this room, your eyes water and your skin burns. All the toxic sludge made here ends up in this room. From the look of things, it gets dumped in the vat in the center. The power is channeled into the vat, burning the stuff up. The walls, floors, and ceiling are heavily pitted and crumbling, melted by the clouds of caustic gas that billow out when the vat is hot. Interesting. If the vat was activated, anyone standing close to it would be severely damaged. Shaped flesh would be rapidly broken down. This vat is full of a nasty brew of acid, poison, and decaying flesh. It's horrible. You're familiar with this mixture. Shapers invented it to quickly destroy shaped flesh. Some experimental creations are toxic and need to be utterly destroyed. This stuff would be very nasty to rogues. This is a complex living control panel. It is attached to the crystal spire next to it and directs power into the vat in the middle of the chamber. The machinery has several control switches on it. You think that you can figure out how to use the controls. They will send a lot of energy pouring into the foul acidic goo in the center of the room. Anyone in the room would be horribly burned. Creations especially. You are confronted by a huge, strange, hunched-over creature. He's halfway between a drake and a drakon. He is working on shaping some sort of lizard creature. When he sees you, he waves a claw. The new creation makes a squealing noise as he dissolves. The huge reptile is smaller and more stunted than a draken, but he manages to walk upright. He looks like he was a drake once, but he allowed himself to be experimented upon. His scales are dull and dry. He says, "I am Raucus of the Takers, formerly of Sucia Island. I dealt with one of your kind once. I was cheated, abandoned. No more. I will fight to protect my kind, to make us so strong you can never threaten us again. We will fight, Shapers, until you fall, and you will be the first I take between my teeth." Oh, hell no. Okay, this has to... Oh, come on. How did he get me? Alright, I think I know how to do it, because the Essence Shield is helping me now. This is why you don't want a high stealth, because it is hurting me a little bit. It is hurting me a lot, that. Standing by the vat will be lethal. Raucous charges into the purification hall after you lost to rage. A bit of caution would have served this temperamental creature well here. The moment he enters the hall, the vat sprays caustic fluid all over him. Shapers can make very effective devices for eradicating dangerous creations. Raucous is a powerful but unstable design. He begins to scream. That's how you do it. You have to be very quick, though. Just do what I did. Have a... The mighty Proto-Dracon Raucous falls to your attacks. His final words are a long howl, furious, gurgling, and metallic. He shouts, "The Geneforge is complete." You've never heard a sound like that emerge from a living throat. Then he falls limp to the floor and expires. It was a strange creature, unique in all the world. It was also a deadly horror. Now it is gone. You hear a hum. Your helix ring is glowing. Somehow it's feeding on the energy of your fallen foe. A moment later, it is silent. Promising, but you need a workshop to channel this raw power into something useful. Okay, let's go ahead and get some extra life points, because that's going to help me a lot. Gonna keep that off, though. Okay, good. 239 health is good. Okay. This is a dissection room, a gruesome but necessary facility for shaping research. To improve variety of creation, a specimen is bombarded with magical energy. This changes it in a random way. Sometimes the changes are good, though usually bad. Sometimes the shapers aren't sure what the effect was. Once a changed creature dies, it is dissected. Researchers determine exactly what was changed. Shapers are meticulous about recording the results of their experiments. It is strange. For all the complaining the takers do about the ruthlessness of the shapers, they seem to have done an excellent job of copying even their most brutal techniques. Okay, hang on. Alright, I'm gonna make sure well, I have it at quick save now. I'll call it for this part, but I'll see you on the next.